The GSX-8S follows on the heels of the 2023 V-STROM 800DE as the second model to use the all-new 800 platform. The two models share the engine and the steel main frame that the twin bolts into as a stressed member. The 776 cubic centimeters DOHC parallel twin gets its capacity from a couple of 84 mm bores with 70 mm strokes, while the compression ratio comes in at 12:8:1. The 2023 Suzuki GSX-8S is said to produce 82 horsepower at 8,500 rpm, with 57.5 pound-feet of torque topping out at 6,800 rpm. Redline cuts in at 9,250 rpm. The name of the game with Suzuki's new mill is its low and mid-range power. After riding the V-STROM 800DE about 6 weeks ago, I was actually surprised by the low-end punch on the GSX-8S. Suzuki told us previously that there was little change in mapping between the two bikes, but the 8S still feels punchier, if my perma-jet-lagged brain can be trusted. This also makes it a wheelie machine in the hands of those well-versed in the art. There is a noticeable hit of power in the mid-range as well, around 7,000 rpm, that tugs the corners of your mouth into a grin every time. That said, once you've made it much further into the rev range, power begins to sign off as you approach redline, so there really isn't much reason to have the motor screaming at the top of its lungs. Speaking of lungs, as it was on the V-STROM 800, the 8S uses a horizontal 6-liter air box that is situated under the seat and breathes out of what Suzuki says is its first, short muffler, which keeps weight central and low. The cooling system uses a thermostat control valve which we're told aids in quicker warm-up times and more stable combustion temperatures, leading to reduced exhaust emissions. A dual counterbalancer is also used to quell unwanted vibration and does a good job up until the point where you probably don't mind under liberal throttle twistage. A non-adjustable fork and preload adjustable, with a tool, shock are both supplied by KYB, and both offer 5.1 inches of travel. The seat is a manageable 31.9 inches from the ground, and it's a comfy perch, indeed. A couple of 17-inch cast wheels are right for this sporty steed and are shod in Dunlop Roadsport 2 rubbers. Trail and rake is 4.1 inches and 25 degrees, respectively. Combined with the 57.7-inch wheelbase, the chassis geometry leads to a stable, well-handling ride. Curb weight is said to be 445 drip-pin, wet. The GSX-8S features many of the same electronics, which Suzuki refers to as the Suzuki Intelligent Ride System, SIRS. Seen on the V-STROM 800, and they're controlled via the left switchgear through the 5-inch TFT display. SRS includes the Suzuki Drive Mode Selector, SDMS, which gives the rider 3 options for throttle response. The Suzuki Traction Control System, STCS, offers 3 levels of intervention including off, and the Bidirectional Quick Shift System, QS, does exactly what its name implies. SDMS and STCS can be adjusted on the fly. ABS has a single standard setting which can't be altered, and none of the electronics are IMU-based.